What's up, y'all? It's Otaku Tavern back at you with another video. And hope everybody is doing well today or tonight, wherever you are from. And we're going to pick up off where we left last night. There's still many things, a couple of things I'm wanting to talk about that I didn't get to talk about last video. So we're going to talk about it in this video. So anyway, here's the thing, like, of all the stuff I said in the last video, I'm not really going to try to really repeat myself really all that much. But the thing with this situation is, to be honest with you, I could probably create 10, 20 parts to this if I really wanted to. I mean, I won't sugarcoat it because it's just so brutal, you know, and like, it's just, it's really brutal, like. So one thing I want to talk about, well, one of the many things I want to talk about is, I mentioned that you couldn't really walk up to people. I mentioned that online groups are a joke in part 1 of this video. And here's the thing. When it comes to online communities, online groups, a lot of this stuff is very fabricated that you'll hear. But like, if you add somebody on, let's say, Xbox, right? Or Steam, PlayStation, Discord.
The mission area is yours to capture now.
Maybe you added somebody from a Discord server. Whatever it is.
The mission area is yours.
These individuals that you add, most likely, if you're not a certain type of person, that is, by the way, that they're, you know, like, the thing with it is, you are constantly ignored. If you type in a server, a Discord servers consist of about 10 to 20, pushing 30 people that, like, always are talking to each other. It's the same, you know, most servers, when you see they have, like, so-and-so numbers of members, nowhere near of all those members are talking. I promise you that. It is, a matter of fact, it's probably less than 1,000. Like, in all of the channels combined, it's probably less than 1,000. Like, and, you know, the thing with that is very rough when you are trying to, you know, make friends, make individuals to talk to. And
It's the grand finale.
it's just, I don't know, like, it's so, I'm just gonna stand here then, since they're all fighting over there, and just take this thing here. It's so toxic. Like, it, not only that, but it's so fake. Like, it is extremely fake. And I don't know, like, you don't really... You don't really get anything out of it. You know, and another thing, too, is, like, if you're a newcomer who wants to participate a lot of times within a Discord server,
30 seconds before
you type a few messages and you realize all of your messages were ignored. They got completely buried in a millisecond. So, because it's like you are not a part of the clique, you're not a part of the 10 to 20 to 30 people of clique, and they will not talk to you. They may greet you. At best, 1 to 2 or 3 people might say, well, welcome to the server, welcome, so on and so forth, but they won't engage in conversation with you. And this right here just makes Discord servers absolutely pointless for a lot of individuals. Like, I feel like for most people, you know, I've even talked to a lot of people, they just say, oh, well, I have a group of friends I met from school. And it's like, you know, that's the thing. If you lose your friends from school, more than likely, if those friendships were not real, and a lot of times they're not because people go about their own way, it's over. You're done. You know, in most cases. And it's really hard to find friends as a late teen or young adult, mid-adult, even older adult, like you know, old people, you know, in their 60s or 70s. It's like those people, they struggle finding friends too. That's why they go to places like bingo, you know, trying to talk to other elderly people. They may put up with toxic people just to have someone to chat with. As a matter of fact, I know someone who does this personally. So it's like, you know, that right there, it's brutal, man. Like,
I like the cold.
You know, but going back to the Discord thing. Now, I mentioned this in a prior video before. You know, one thing I think is absolutely pointless in quite a bunch of Discord servers I've actually been in is they will always have this section. It will be introduce yourself. So a lot of these times people will type a short message, they'll type a long message, or maybe a medium message, whatever. Honestly, I'm not so sure that really many people don't even read these, by the way. Not to mention, when they do read them, they only like reply with a emoji. They aren't messaging these people and adding them or nothing, saying, hey, you know, what's up? I thought I really liked your bio. I think we would click. 99% of people are not doing that. Because you're just a number in the server. That's all you are. You're just another number, another member to just up their numbers, right? So it's very similar to public churches, Facebook friends, you know, all this stuff. If you do that stuff, like, you know, I've been to churches and I'm a Christian, but it's like I don't go to church because that's one reason why, because you're just viewed as a number. But like the thing with this is, you know, you would think that the introduce yourself tab would be the greatest invention in a Discord server ever. You would think that, right? You know, you would say, well, that's a good thing. You know, that's people can meet, they can talk, they can converse, you know, all this stuff. And it's like you find out really quickly that even just putting a message in this, it is a waste of time. It is an absolute waste of time. Because you're only going to get met with an emoji, if that. And it's like most servers, they get like maybe 3 to 5 to maybe 8, 9, 10, 11 emojis. It's like I've never seen anyone's post get like 100 freaking emojis or something. I've never seen that. Unless they're like one of the higher up clicks. Or if it's like the server owner and they're like a YouTuber or, you know, something like that, right? You know, and that right there is extremely brutal already. You know, because you're going into these servers expecting to just sit here and, you know, make some buddies, right?
The right heroes could make all the difference.
You know, this is happening to men and women both, man. And it's like, you can't really... You can't really win for lose, but the thing with the thing with it is you know, how do I say this?
Trained me for since I was just a
They'll be
child.
coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Well, you know what? You know, I'm just going to say it. You're wasting your time posting it. That's all I really can say, because spend your seconds or minutes that takes to write this. Spend it doing something else that actually matters, because it's not going to matter, because nothing's going to come of it. Okay? Nothing's going to come of it. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but more than likely, if you honestly have this kind of type of scenario, which is a lot of people often do,
I don't think that's the welcoming committee.
you know, they stay in these servers mostly because they're too lazy to leave them. And it's like, you know, another thing too is like, there was a person that joined my stream last time, and they messaged me this, private messaged me this, and I told them, I said, yeah, I was going to talk about that in part 2. So we're going to talk about something here in a moment. But she said, what I'll say is, she was talking about something on Discord, and I'll get to that here momentarily. But because, like, you know, as far as the introduce yourself stuff, it's absolutely pointless. It's garbage. Like, unless you're one of the Discord high-ups, that's all that matters in that point. It's like, they're even going by Discord status. And it's just like, how you talk to, if you're not like a certain political affiliation or a certain mindset of thinking, they just ignore you already, and it's like, yeah, I'm not here for that kind of stuff, bro. But you know, the thing with screw status. Yeah, I agree, man. Like, status is garbage, honestly. Like, I think it's stupid. I don't really want it, really. But, like, because I don't want to be a normie. But, like, anyway, you know, I was talking to this girl last night, and she was like, you should talk about in the next part about how people get pissed when you ping them on Discord anymore. And, you know, I was going to talk about that. I just really could not get around to it all in one video. So, yes, if you ping someone on Discord, they'll sit here and get angry with you. Why are you pinging people? Why are you pinging me? Why are you pinging them? All them people. You know, they have a problem with it. Like, you can't even really conversate with even anybody online anymore, let alone in person. So you're done either way, unless you are a certain type of political affiliation, or whacked out mindset, or something, man. It's something like, or some kind of status. Or if you don't have a certain type of career, they don't want to talk to you, or whatever, man. It's always something. But yes, you know, she was right about that. Like, you can't really even ping anybody. I can't tell you how many times I've pinged people and they got pissed. Like, they just got mad. Like, and it's like,
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
it's just bonkers, bro. It's like, why would you get mad if someone's pinging you? Like, but yet, like, the other people, if they, like, if they get pinged by one of the, like, higher-ups in the server, they never complain. They never complain. They're always okay with that. It doesn't bother them. And it's just, it's ridiculous, man. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. But the thing with other things is, like, same thing with, like, Facebook groups, TikTok, whatever you like. It's the same thing. You know, been there, done that, deleted it. It's like, it's a total waste of time, man. Like, you could be doing something else, bro. Like, I hate to say it, but
One step closer to saving the world.
I mean,
Final 10 seconds.
The hard way.
it's like, hang on a second.
Rise, my friends!
Another epic victory. Big win.
But, like, the thing is, that's stupid if they will get offended about being pinged. I don't do that to you, Rosa said. Yeah, I mean, they do, man. Like, they really do. They get real pissy when you ping them. It's like, you don't have to ping me. And it's like, bro, I'm talking to you, bro. I'm not talking to someone else. I'm talking to you. Why the heck can I not ping you, man? It's like, what logical sense are you honestly making right now? And, you know, not only that, man, but it's like, even if it's online or in person, people have lost. They have lost imagination. Literally. Like, you know, before smartphones, a lot of friends used to describe their, like, it could be vacations, it could be adventures, some kind of storytelling, their interests, their whatever. They could, you know, talk about imaginations, about, oh, what I want to do, you know, all this kind of stuff, and then they don't never freaking do it, bro, because
All you need to do is capture the mission.
it's like, you know, the reason why they don't freaking do it is because they don't have imagination. You know, it came naturally when, before the phones, you know, it created deeper conversational bonds with people. And now it's not like that, right? You know, it's totally changed for the worst. And
Looks like the mission area is
you can't really win for lose. And you know, another thing too is like,
the mission area is yours.
so I seen this one guy, this meme, and it's like so true, right? Every little person has the at least little thing that pisses them off, like that they dislike about you. That's it, bro. It's you're thrown away like garbage. You know, this is especially true within dating. Like, you know, I've seen this old this meme. It was this guy. He was driving in a car, and he had his like his girlfriend with him, or this girl he met. But I think it was his girlfriend, right? And you know, I'm just gonna stand here and try to take this. Anyway, he asked her. He's like, "Hey, you like Pokemon?"
You've captured more than half of the mission area.
And
Keep going.
she's like, "No, I hate Pokemon." So in the bottom image, it shows the woman is literally outside of the car. The man is driving off, listening to the Pokemon Johto theme song that goes Pokemon Johto, do 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 do. Yeah, that and I think that's so funny because that guy was a king for choosing that over that type of woman. It proves he's not a simp. It proves that, you know, something like that is not going to come between him and his love for Pokemon. It don't really have to be. It could be really anything. You know, any kind of like otaku, because that's who I'm talking to. Any kind of anime, any kind of whatever. It's like, you know, if they tell you, oh, well, you need to grow up, bro, they need to grow up, man. These people need to do some serious, way more growing up, bro, because their attitudes alone are garbage, man. Like, and that's not even the beginning of the what they need to grow up on. But like, you know, you just can't even meet people online anymore. Like, you know, only certain types of people are meeting people online.
I'm feeling a little touchy today.
And it was just, I don't know, it's just...
before you attack. Get ready.
It was just really... It's just really wild because, you know...
We got lizards nearly as big as you down south where I grew up.
Another thing too is like, even if you're trying to meet somebody for dating, you know, now you can't even walk up to a woman
4, 3, 2.
unless you're like
All you need to do
rich
is capture
and
the
all
mission.
that.
Got it?
If you do, then you may end up behind bars. But like, you know, even on the dating apps,
I sense them. Close.
you know, you can't really message people, but like, because they'll be the same thing. Now, I made a point at the first video. I didn't explain it. I'm about to explain it now. Dating apps, message someone on Xbox, message someone on Steam, Discord, PlayStation, whatever, bro, whatever. These people, when you add them, they will do one of 5 things. A, they will type a question mark.
We
C,
are
they will say,
undefeatable.
who the hell are you? They will say, why in the heck did you add me? And D? E. No, E. Sorry. E. miss. I don't know why I just did that. I was trying to focus on the game. In E, they get really agitated when you add them and you tell them like, oh, well, you're looking for friends. Because, see, these people are looking for a reason to decline you off the bat, bro. Like, it's already set in stone. They're looking for a reason to decline you. So it's like they're looking for any kind of reason when you're messaging to decline you. I've personally had this happen many of times. Many of times. And it hurts, man. You know, it's very brutal. And it's like, that's why I stopped, because I'm just putting myself through a bunch of unnecessary pain, bro. Like, because none of these people are going to care.
There you are.
And it's like, you know, you tell them what you're looking for, or...
Well, that's better.
I don't know, man. Like, what you just want in a friend, you try to talk about life, and they don't want to talk about it, right? As a matter of fact, they'll just stop replying to you, right? Like, they will stop replying to you in the get-go, and it's like, you know, most people, you know, like a lot of people, I feel like, you know who's got communication skills? Chad. That's who has communication skills. Because everybody else literally has become an introvert because they don't have anybody, bro. They don't have anybody to talk to, confide in. And if you don't believe me, like, just pay attention to how people talk and say things, man. Another thing, too, like, you see these shows. I don't know if anybody here has seen them, or anybody that's watching this video in the future have seen them. You'll see these shows of, like, individuals who have been dead for, like, months in their home. Nobody cared. Nobody knew, because they don't care, bro. Nobody was checking in on them, and they are literally rotting within the furniture, the chair, the couch, whatever it is, or maybe the floor, the bathtub. Like, I remember this one story, this woman, she was found dead on the toilet. She was found dead on the toilet and was there for over a month before someone found her. And it's like, you know, that stuff right there. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. If my wife goes before me, that's my fate. I'm going to be honest with you. That is my fate. Because I don't have anybody in person checking up on me. I don't. You know, and a lot of you don't, probably. And if you do have somebody, maybe one person, what about when they're gone? What then? Now you're going to be in the same boat. So it's like, you know, I know that's not really a good thing to think about, but it's like, you know, really honestly, you can't help but think about it, because, like, that is a very brutal position to be in, man. Like, you know, you're in a world with millions of individuals. And it's like, you know, people who live in an apartment that are like this, usually the maintenance men find them dead, right? Or the landlord, the landowner, something. It's something like that, bro. And, you know, a lot of people are in this situation, seriously. Like, more people are in this situation that they let on. And, you know, it's very disheartening. It's very sad, because nobody should have to... I don't care who you are, man. I don't care what you believe in. Nobody should have to endure that, man. Like... That right there, man, is some of the roughest stuff I believe in existence, man, because that's just brutal. But, like, the thing with that, man, like, Or I mean, the thing with going back to what I was making the point of about in the last video about, you know, you can go
to win this one.
to places like card shops, gaming stores, anime conventions. You know, you go and you try to meet people here. Bro, you never meet anybody. You never meet anybody because nobody wants to talk. Everybody is stuck up. You know, everywhere I go, that's all I see is stuck up people, man. That's why I don't talk in public, really. You know, unless, you know, you set me off, you know, you look at me the wrong way, or I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna say, hey, you know, what's your problem? But, like, believe it or not, you know, a lot of people don't even have family. And it's like,
4, 3, 2, 1.
because their families are toxic, they've had to get rid of them.
This isn't exactly the
Or maybe they're just believing in something they disapprove of. Which, in that case, sometimes that can get pretty stupid. But if it's for a moral, ethical reason, I can kind of understand. But, like, you know, if they're toxic and everything. But it's like, you know, where do you even meet people at, man? You know, the only men going to nightclubs today are men that are trying to get some. Men who are just going to hit it and quit it. Not anybody looking for a genuine relationship anymore, bro. Same thing with the women, man. It's the same thing. So, you're screwed in the dating wise. Thankfully, I don't have to deal with that. But friendship-wise, you're definitely screwed as well, because I watched a video. In America alone, if you don't drink, smoke, do dope, or something like that, nobody wants anything to do with you. You know, and really this guy, he was telling a pretty bitter truth pill, because in a lot of cases that is very true. In a lot of cases that is very true. You know, like, that's... the big percentage of that is true. Like, you know, in a lot of cases. And it's like, I don't know, man. It's just, it's just weird. As I said, I don't do any of that. That's good, Rosa. I'm glad you don't. Which is, I already knew that, but, like, and it's like, you know, another thing too, it's like, everyone is always looking for an enemy. They're looking for someone to blame other than themselves. They don't want to take accountability. You know, like women in dating don't want to take accountability. I mean, there's even men who don't want to take accountability for things. And it's like, you know, this right here is just ridiculousness. It really is, because you know, another thing too is like people say, oh, society peaked in the 2000s, right? Like, you'll hear a lot of people say that, and it's like, these people are on something, because no, it didn't. Society has never peaked, and it never will. Like, that is absurd to say that society has peaked. Like, society has never peaked, bro. It never will, man. Like, society will never be to where it is just good for every person. It never will, bro. You know, a lot of people don't even care about the disabled. It's like, that's terrible, man. Like, that's just awful. Like, people are just so cold today, man. I mean, yeah, I get it. You got to be cold to a degree. But, like, the way that these people are being cold is very effed up, man. It's very, very narcissistic. It's very barbaric. Like, it's very brutal out there. And, you know, like, going back to, like, the card shops, you know, a lot of people try to go to, say it's a Magic the Gathering card tournament, Yu-Gi-Oh card tournament, whatever, bro. A lot of these people are literally just going off against somebody. Someone wins or loses, one person walks off bragging, the other person walks off salty, probably, maybe. And then there's no friendship to be made. They go about their own way, or they just duel or whatever. And then it's like, oh, okay, well that person won. Well, bye. You know, it's like, you know, it's meaningless, bro. It's absolutely freaking pointless. Like, and it's like, you know, a lot of people is like, oh, well, I'm beating a lot of people. It's like, wow, congratulations. You're beating a lot of people that don't give a damn about you. Wow, congratulations. That's not really a feat, man. Like, I mean, I could do that too, man. Like, I really could. But it's like, I mean, I have done that many a times on games and card and stuff like that. But it's like, you know, I don't brag about it because it's pointless to brag about it. It doesn't really... It's not that deep, bro. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm very confident in my skills and stuff like that when it comes to card games and gaming and all that kind of type of stuff. And it's like, you know, I can get competitive, you know, and all that. But, like, I'm not, like, putting people down while I do it, bro. Like, that, I don't know, man. Just, it's very cringe. It's very weird. Like, I've seen this stuff happen. And it's like, you know, really most card shops mostly only do Magic the Gathering today in America anyway. But, like, at least most of them. It's like, you know, that right there, bro, is just... I don't know, it just rubs me the wrong way.
Steady.
Get that vehicle moving again.
I mean,
heads up, hostiles.
You can't meet people there either. I tried to get into Magic the Gathering, but couldn't. I used to be into Magic the Gathering back in the old days, like of playing, like back when I was a teen. I liked it. Now, I honestly, I know the rules have changed. I thought about getting back into it, but like, why would I need to get back into it? Because I don't have anybody to play with, right? So it's like, it would just kind of really just be pointless for me to pick it up. But like, I get why certain people don't like it. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that I still like it. I mean, it would just be something I would pick up to, I don't know, maybe try to do something, make a buddy or something. But like, I know that's not going to work, so I just gave up on it. But like, you know, I get like, it ain't really that interesting really, but like, you know, another thing too is like, say you want to go to a library. Yeah, I can't meet people there. The only people that go there is people who want to gossip. You know, it's like, you know, It's just, it's very weird, man. Very weird stuff. Rosa says, I hate this for us. I do too. But like, you know, grocery stores, supermarkets, you can't meet anybody there either. Like I said, you can't walk up to nobody. Because if you even just smile at somebody, they have a problem with you already in a lot of cases. Now, some cases this may not be true, but in a lot of cases, in most cases, especially here in the States, man, I can't speak for anywhere else, but especially here in the States, that is how it is. You know, I told the story about the Walmart story in the last video I talked about, right? You know, and, you know, people, they just, everybody's miserable, even if they want to pretend they're not. Everybody's against each other. It's survival of the fittest, obviously. Sad but true, but like that's the way it's become. And you smile at somebody and they just think you're up to something. They get real pissy, they get real mad. Even if you need to ask I'll tell you another thing, if you need to ask a worker a question, I've seen so many people complain about this. Like, you know, if you need to ask a worker a question, like say you need to get something off the top shelf that they're supposed to get off, or, you know, you're asking if they have a certain item in stock or something like that, they get really pissed off, man. Like, they get real pissed. Oh, well, did you download the app? If you download the app, you wouldn't have to ask me that. You could just look on the app. And it's like, that's how cold and how much people don't want to even fool with you, man. Like, they don't even want to help you. They don't want to get anything for you. They don't want to even tell you if something is at the damn store, man. Like, you know, it's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, it's just weird. Like, it's just, gosh. It's really pathetic. But are you serious? Yeah, I'm dead serious. Yes, I'm dead serious. Like, the way that works is just, people are just so toxic, so hateful, cruel, rude. And it's like, there's a lot of other countries this is happening in too. You know, I mean, no country is safe from this. Obviously, there's these types of people everywhere. But, like, it seems like every single person in the dang USA is like this, man. It really freaking does. Because that's all I've ever met, man. And another thing, too, if you try to go find a worker, it takes you freaking 10 to 20 minutes to find one. Like, you got that problem to deal with, too.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
So, you know, if you can't even get help like that, bro, you ain't gonna even meet anybody. You're not gonna meet anybody, man, unless you're a certain type of status person. That's it, man. And it's like, it's just really brutal, man. I know I sound like a broken record. I keep saying that, but it's true, man. Like, it's, man, that Iron Fist is kicking butt. Listen, we live in a world, I'm going to tell you how screwed up it is. You know, this isn't really necessarily due to you can't meet people, but it kind of does play into the point of how people are really cold. There could be something bad happening. There could be something bad happening to a female in public, and people will not get involved. They will literally just pretend that they just did not see a thing. I kid you not. You know, This happens all the time in every country around the globe. And I'm not, well, not necessarily just women, I mean, like in every country, but like, it could be any sort of like crime. Like a lot of times people will, they won't even help, bro. Like, it's like, man, it's like they don't even respect human life at this point. That's how selfish a lot of these people are, bro. And it's like, dang, man. Like, another thing too is like, you can't meet anybody is like, the way you look too is like, if you don't look a certain way, your appearance, your dress, the way you dress ain't a certain way. They don't want nothing to do with you. Now, you know, me personally, I'll give you an example of this. If I was to walk up to someone, to some woman, say I was single and I walked up to some woman and then I walked up to somebody to want to be friends, and so let's just say I was wearing a pair of shorts and I was wearing my glasses and I was wearing a cinema roll shirt, right, from Hello Kitty. I'm going to get rejected so hard that it's not even funny, because more than likely, unless I got extremely blessed and they like say, oh, I love cinema roll, man, like you may end up getting a conversation, but it's like, are you going to make a friend out of it? That's the question, because you know, a lot of things, you know, they used to do, like back in the day, they used to do stuff like auctions where like people would sell stuff off. People would go and meet, talk, and you know, make friends that way. Bro, I actually have one of these that still do it in my town. And it's the same people that go every time, just gossiping. That's what they're doing. They're sitting there gossiping every time. That's the only reason they go. Like most of the time, most people, the people that do walk out with something, it's usually junk. And the people that like most people don't walk out with something, and it's like the reason they were there was because of the gossip, man. So it's like you can't even meet people at a place like that. You know, GameStop, I mentioned that. You can't, malls, you can't meet anybody at malls anymore. Malls are dead as a doornail. Like, more than it's just, it's brutal, man. Like, you can't really go out and meet someone friend-wise or relationship-wise anymore. It's like, you know, you have to try to do it on Facebook or the dating apps, and even then, you're going to get rejected so hard, because that makes rejection much easier to do, and that makes people want to do it even more, because they don't want to fool with you unless you're rich or something like that, right?
Top-notch team to win this one.
You know, but
Behold my cosmic might.
it's like, you know, it's pretty brutal, man. It's pretty brutal. But anyway, I will, me personally, I will continue to wear the type of otaku clothes I want. If I want to wear a cinema roll shirt out in public, I will wear a cinema roll shirt out in public. I don't care what people think. I actually have a cinema roll shirt. But, like, you know, the thing is, I don't care what people think, bro. I really don't. Your opinion means nothing to me, bro. Like, but anyway, yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I'm not going to continue to beat this dead horse. You get the picture. I've gave several examples. The picture's known, so... Anyway, like and subscribe if you... We do got more gameplay. Hey, how's it going? You'll have to go and watch the video again. I did talk about the Discord pinging thing. You'll have to go back and rewind it if you like. Anyway, yeah, so, you know, like and subscribe if you like this type of content. I also got, like, more new content coming as well. We're still going to do the Yami deck run on Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. I've not forgotten. I was going to do it today, but I was like, Just didn't really feel like getting on it today. Tomorrow I'm going to do it instead. So tomorrow will be the Yami deck run on Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, the speed run. Time limit is under 2 hours. We'll see. But, yeah, so stay safe out there, and, you know, don't let these people bring you down, obviously. I know that we as human beings, we need human connection, and that makes it hard for us because it's like we are biologically wired to crave human connection, human intimacy, you know, all of that. And it's like, you know, it's very hard to get for men and women like us. So, yeah, anyway, with that being said, God bless you all, and I will see you all next time. Peace.